Hey everyone, my name is Ryan Jackson, and today we're going to be talking about skills first hiring at IBM, a human resource case study.
I'm Nick Waddell. I'm a management major at UNG, and I'm focusing in supply chain.
Hi, I'm Olivia Brown, and I'm also a management major focusing in leadership.
My name is Riley Grant, and I'm a management major.
Hey, I'm Sarah Bruni, and I'm also a management major.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Scroggs, and I'm also a business management major.
So today we're going to be talking about a couple different things, starting off with the case background and the central issue. We're going to be looking at what the central problem is, as well as the concern and/or challenge. We're going to be looking at what makes it important, what kind of problems will it create if it's not resolved. We're going to be looking at 3 different possible solutions we've come up with, the best way to resolve the issue, the conclusion, and our references at the end.
So a little bit of background about the case and IBM as well before we get started. IBM is a multinational technology corporation based in Armonk, New York, and it operates in over 175 different countries. In 2022, IBM posted net earnings of over $60 billion, which just goes to show how large of a technology company this is. IBM offers various technology and services to help their clients address business challenges. They focus on research and development, specifically in hardware and software platforms, such as the cloud and most recently AI. IBM has been working to broaden its recruitment potential and enhance its talent pool by shifting away from traditional hiring practices. Some of these traditional hiring practices, for example, could be hiring candidates just solely based on a college degree. IBM is focusing more on a skill-based hiring approach. There are shortcomings of traditional recruiting and hiring processes, and these are now considered outdated. As the technology industry continues to advance, recruiters are looking more for skills versus just specific degrees. IBM's move towards a more innovative, skill-based approach was driven by a central issue faced by the company. We will explore this further in our future slides.
So, as Nick was saying, IBM needs to broaden its recruitment potential and enhance its talent pool in an innovative, skill-based approach to hiring. Traditional hiring practices are no longer effective, and IBM needs to make that transition to adapt to remain competitive in the technology industry. Failure to resolve this issue could impact IBM's ability to attract and retain the best talent, which in turn could negatively impact its ability to innovate and compete in the market. Their success depends on having a talented and diverse workforce that can keep pace with the rapidly evolving technology landscape that we see today. Adapting to a more innovative and skill-based approach to hiring will enable IBM to remain at the forefront of the industry and continue to provide clients with the technology and services that they seek out.
So what is the central problem? The problem is that IBM faced a talent pool expansion challenge due to the shortage of technical workers. Jenny Ramadi, the former CEO of IBM, recognized the issue and sought alternative solutions. Through her research, she identified an untapped talent pool. She proposed an approach shifting from traditional degree and credential requirements to an inclusive strategy. Essential skills for success in a role were identified as primary criteria for recruitment. The strategy aims to include highly skilled technical workers without a 4-year degree or specific qualifications. What makes it important? The shift towards skill-based approach is crucial for the technology industry. Educational backgrounds should not exclude individuals from opportunities. The internet now allows people to learn almost everything. The industry should widen the talent pool for growth and innovation. Success of the technology industry depends on removing barriers to entry. IBM's efforts to deepen the talent pool are important for the industry's growth.
All right, so I'm going to be talking about what kind of problems will it create if this is not resolved. So IBM's talent acquisition process has been criticized for being too narrow. This limits access to diverse candidates and equitable job opportunities. Failure to address this could lead to a diminished talent pipeline for IBM. IBM also has a history of innovation and adaptability to changing times. Innovative hiring practices are important for the success of tech companies. such as Apple and Google, who have already implemented successful novel hiring strategies.
Now we're going to get into the possible solution number 1, and we came up with that it is the skill-based hiring approach. Specific skills needed for a role would be identified instead of a degree. Objective measures such as skills assessments could be used to evaluate candidates. The approach could help IBM tap into a wider talent pool. The approach could provide equitable access to well-paying jobs. Implementing this approach could improve IBM's hiring process. Now, possible solution number 2, which is training and development programs for employees and potential hires. Upskilling and reskilling could bridge the skills gap and offer career advancement. Training programs could retain top talent within the company. IBM could partner with educational institutions for apprenticeships, internships, or training programs. This could attract a diverse range of candidates. Training and development programs could benefit IBM's workforce and recruitment efforts.
Okay, and for possible solution number 3, it is collaborating with underrepresented communities to widen its talent pool. So to widen its talent pool further, IBM could also collaborate with underrepresented communities such as minorities, women, and people with disabilities to create pathways for them to enter the tech industry. This could involve partnering with community organizations, offering scholarships or grants, or sponsoring events that promote diversity and inclusion in tech. By doing so, IBM could create a more diverse and inclusive workforce that reflects the broader society it serves. And the best way to resolve this issue. All 3 options have their own merits and can be implemented simultaneously to address the issue effectively. However, the best way to resolve the issue would depend on the specific needs and goals of IBM. Implementing a skills-based hiring approach, investing in training and development programs, and collaborating with underrepresented communities are all important strategies for resolving the issue. This approach can help IBM have a broader choice of eligible employees and provide equitable access to well-paying jobs. It can also help reduce bias in the hiring process by focusing on objective measures such as skills assessments or performance-based interviews. The best way to proceed would depend on the specific needs and goals of IBM, as well as the resources and support available to implement these strategies effectively.
So just to conclude everything that we've talked about, IBM's efforts to widen its hiring pool are crucial to the success of the technology industry, especially in today's age where we see the modern workplace moving from office buildings to remote locations. Companies like IBM are extremely crucial, and that just causes their hiring needs to be greater. The inclusion of skilled workers with innovative ideas and potential is necessary for industry progress. As IBM continues to explore some of these skill-based hiring approaches, I think that they will find candidates with more innovative ideas than potentially ones with college degrees just because of their backgrounds. Failure to address this issue could significantly limit IBM's ability to innovate and compete with other tech giants. In the tech industry, the case mentions that there was only 88,000 computer science graduates in the United States. This means that the large tech industries are fighting for every single one of those 88,000. Companies like IBM need to be sure that they can get the right talent so that they can continue to innovate and compete with these companies. IBM strategies include a skill-based hiring approach, investing in training and development, and collaborating with underrepresented communities. All 3 of these approaches will allow IBM to widen their talent pool and potentially get talent that they didn't even know was out there. These approaches can create a more diverse and inclusive workforce with equitable access to well-paying jobs, especially in some of these underrepresented communities that Olivia was talking about. We can see that as companies like IBM come in and even introduce some of their programs like P-Tech into public schools, that the hiring base just grows that much more and allows people that may not have had the opportunity to work in a Fortune 500 company like IBM, they would get the opportunity to do that. And the best way to proceed will depend on IBM's specific needs, goals, and available resources. As the industry continues to adapt, IBM will also need to adapt, just like any other company in terms of their human resources management. And here are our references. Thank you so much.